On the line right now is John Marshall, Mighty John, the record guy. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Am I right? Did Laura? Now that you might not know, but did Laura Branigan do a version of that song originally?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought
and
so.
Of course, we're interested in the ones that are worth money.
The money. And,
I don't care about those other ones.
Chasing after them. Forget the love. This is all
The love of money.
all about the love of money. So you have obviously John is the premier authority when it comes to vinyl. John, are you enjoying the this resurgence where you're seeing, kids all of a sudden all interested in new bands putting music out on vinyl and stuff being re-released?
Absolutely. A lot more vinyl today than there was in the stores, at least 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Very expensive, too. Not like when we were buying it back in the 60s.
It is expensive, yeah.
$1.98.
Yeah, these are albums that are going for $20, $30, $40 that you see in the stores. So, all right, so what do we have here today? It's these are love songs?
10 love songs with the word love in the title that are worth at least $100 or more.
Okay, all right.
Number 10, we give to Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, I Never Loved a Man the Way That I Love You.
Okay.
That album currently up to $100. Motown, very collectible. Look for the Supremes, Where Did Our Love Go? That 45 with its picture sleeve up to $100.
All right, before we go any further, the key, and we say this every time, but it's worth talking about, the key is packaging plays such a big role in a lot of this.
Absolutely, especially in the case of 45s. The little picture sleeves or picture jackets that the 45 came in are always worth more than the actual record itself. So Where Did Our Love Go? The record up to about $25, the picture sleeve up to $75.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. All right.
Eric Clapton, The Yardbirds, big hit for them, For Your Love. The value for the album up to $200.
Wow.
Marvin Gaye, How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. That album also currently up to $200. The Beatles, always collectible. Look for their 45, and I Love Her, with picture sleeve up to $400.
Was that a big number one hit?
No, the other side, If I Fell.
If I Fell,
it was
right.
from the Hard Day's Night album.
That was that band. What was so amazing is it's almost all the time you get a 45, and the flip side would also be maybe not as big of a hit, but would be a hit or just very well known, and that's
Absolutely.
a great example of that.
Yep. Also with Elvis, many two-sided hits for Elvis.
Yeah.
This time, Burning Love. Its last big hit, A Hunk of Burning Love, 1972. Now, if you have this 45, look at the label. If the color of the label is orange, it's no more than $10. But if the color of the label is gray, then you're up to $750.
Wow. Whoa. Wow. Now, Burning Love was... No, that's not up Moody Blue. Burning Love was earlier. Sorry.
Yeah, Burning Love. It never made it to number one because Chuck Berry's Ding-a-ling was in the way.
Of all songs. Nice.
Buddy Holly.
Where's my rim shot?
Yeah.
Look for Buddy Holly's 45, Words of Love, up to $800. Motley Crue, their first album, Too Fast for Love. Now, if you have the album, look at the cover. If the words Motley Crue are in red print, they're up to $400. But if the word Motley is in black print and Crue is in white, then you're up to $1,000.
Really? Did you say there's a 45 or an album?
That's an album.
Boy, I got to tell you, I might have something like that.
Too Fast for Love.
Yeah.
First album.
Yeah. And I hate to say, but I was a wedding DJ for a long time, and the one thing that I would always do is you'd have the sleeves that we would buy, and you'd put the label on the sleeve. You'd get rid of the original sleeve, but I'd always save that stuff, and I had it all saved in boxes till my mother threw them all out.
Oh, blame Mom.
So that stuff could have been worth something without the record, you're saying?
Well, yeah, this case, the value is mostly for that cover.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two more to look for. In 1988, Nirvana, Love Buzz, that 45 with picture sleeve, currently up to $1,500.
Wow.
And the number one most valuable love song anywhere, anytime, 1966, Frank Wilson, Do I Love You, Deed I Do, original copies on the Soul record label, up to $40,000.
Wow.
Out of town.
Wow.
40,000. Now, the only originals are promotional copies that went to radio stations that say not for sale or promo copy on the label. if you see copies on the internet that don't have those words on them, they are counterfeits and not worth anything. So be careful.
Hey, tell me, promotional. Do they have any value if you have a promotional version of a record?
Well, especially in that case.
In that case.
Generally, if the artist is collectible, the promo copies are far more collectible than the store-bought copies.
Got it.
But it all depends on how collectible the recording artist is. For example, the first 4 Led Zeppelin album promo copies are each up to $1,000.
Wow. All right. As always, John, your knowledge is incredible. And the website, if they have something they'd like to sell or find out value or what have you, what's your website?
Website, moneymusic.com, moneymusic.com. Our big seller is our price guide listing the values for over 1 million records, 1995, moneymusic.com.
All right, check it out. John, we'll talk to you again. What's next?
Well, I'm working on the list of the big money from rock and roll heaven, the stars who have died and the most valuable records they've left behind.
Man, we've had a rough year and a half, haven't we?
Rough year.
Holy moly. All right, John, thanks so much. Mighty John.
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it. Okay, there he goes.